Before we begin, take a moment to breathe. If you find value in stories that blend human emotion with timeless wisdom, consider subscribing to the channel. Your presence here supports mindful content in a noisy world. Now let us enter the story. In a crowded bar, neon lights flicker over half-empty glasses. Maya, 26, feels her pulse quicken as Ethan's gaze meets hers across the room. Their connection is electric, undeniable, yet neither dares to name it. They're not dating, not friends with benefits, not anything definable, just caught in the hazy space of a situationship. This is the pulse of Gen Z's approach to love, friendship, and even work. A dance of intimacy without labels, thrilling yet fraught with peril. Why do we embrace this ambiguity, and what does it cost? Today we follow Maya and Ethan's tangled journey, unravel its chaos through Buddhist wisdom, and uncover 3 ways to find clarity in the undefined. Maya, a graphic designer with a knack for late-night sketching, first met Ethan, a 29-year-old startup founder, at a sleek co-working space in Brooklyn. Their banter over cold brew sparked something raw, shared laughs, stolen glances, and a magnetic pull. Soon they were texting until 3 a.m., stealing kisses in stairwells, and spending weekends tangled in sheets, their bodies speaking what words avoided. But when Maya hinted at commitment, Ethan's replies grew vague. "Let's just enjoy this," he'd say, his smile disarming yet distant. Maya, craving more, felt her heart twist but stayed silent, fearing she'd scare him off. Her dreams filled with visions of a future together, yet each morning brought the same unspoken question: what are we? Meanwhile, Maya's best friend, Lila, 27, was navigating her own murky waters. A marketing assistant, Lila had fallen into a forbidden affair with Sam, her married co-worker. Their stolen moments in empty conference rooms were intoxicating whispered promises, hurried touches, the thrill of secrecy. Sam dangled the idea of leaving his wife, and Lila clung to it, ignoring the red flags. She urged Maya to keep things casual with Ethan, saying, "Labels ruin everything. Look at me and Sam, we're free." But Maya saw the cracks. Lila's late-night tears, her obsession with Sam's texts, her growing paranoia at work as colleagues whispered behind her back. Lila's freedom was a cage of her own making. The situationship spiral tightened. One night, Maya poured her heart out to Ethan, admitting she wanted more dates, promises, a future. His response was silence, followed by days of no texts, no calls. Ghosted, Maya's confidence crumbled. She replayed their moments, questioning her worth. At the same time, Lila's affair imploded when Sam's wife discovered their messages. The office buzzed with gossip, and Lila's reputation tanked. She showed up at Maya's apartment, mascara streaked, confessing, "I thought I could handle it, but I'm drowning." Both women, tethered to undefined bonds, were unraveling. The breaking point came at a rooftop party under a starless city sky. Maya, emboldened by a few drinks, spotted Ethan laughing with another woman, her hand grazing his arm. Heart pounding, Maya confronted him, her voice steady, despite trembling hands. "What are we, Ethan?" she demanded. He hesitated, then admitted, "I love you, Maya, but I'm not ready to lose my freedom." His words stung, a confession of care without courage. Across town, Lila faced her own reckoning. Sam, cornered by his wife's discovery, blamed Lila for their exposure, leaving her humiliated. Devastated, Lila cut contact, vowing to reclaim her dignity. Both women, burned by ambiguity, chose to walk away, Maya from Ethan's indecision, Lila from her own self-betrayal. What does Buddhist wisdom reveal about these tangled bonds? The Buddha taught that suffering arises from attachment upadana, the clinging to fleeting pleasures or outcomes. Situationships thrive on this craving. We chase the high of connection, but dodge the pain of commitment or rejection. Maya yearned for Ethan to define their bond, clinging to a fantasy of stability. Lila grasped at Sam's empty promises, seeking validation in his fleeting affection. Both suffered because they resisted impermanence, anicca, the truth that all things, especially relationships, change. The Four Noble Truths frame this clearly. First, suffering exists. Maya's ache for Ethan's clarity, Lila's desperation for Sam's love. Second, suffering stems from craving, wanting a label, or fearing one. Third, liberation is possible by letting go. Fourth, the path to freedom is mindful awareness, observing emotions without judgment. The Buddha's words, "You only lose what you cling to," cut deep here. Maya lost herself in Ethan's potential, ignoring his refusal to commit. Lila lost her peace in Sam's deceit, blinding herself to his unavailability. Mindfulness could have shown them that situationships are not traps, but mirrors, reflecting our deepest fears: rejection, abandonment, unworthiness. By sitting with these emotions, we see them as passing clouds, not permanent truths. The Buddha also taught compassion for self and others. Maya and Lila's pain stemmed from neglecting their own worth, chasing external validation instead of inner peace. How then do we navigate these ambiguous connections? Here are 3 practical ways rooted in Buddhist wisdom. First, practice self-awareness. Journal daily to uncover your true desires. Maya might have written, "I want Ethan to choose me," revealing her need for validation. Ask yourself, what do I truly want from this connection? Clarity begins within, not in another's words. Spend 5 minutes each night reflecting on your emotions. Name them, feel them, let them pass. Second, embrace radical honesty. Speak your needs directly, even if it risks rejection. If Maya had told Ethan early, "I need commitment," she might have saved months of pain. Truth, though scary, cuts through the fog of ambiguity. Practice this in small steps. Share one honest feeling with a partner or friend this week, and notice how it shifts the dynamic. Third, cultivate detachment. Meditate on impermanence to release attachment to outcomes. Picture your connection as a river ever flowing, never fixed. Lila could have found peace by accepting Sam's unavailability rather than chasing his approval. Try a 5-minute meditation. Breathe deeply. Visualize your relationship as a leaf floating away and anchor yourself in the present. Detachment doesn't mean apathy. It means trusting your inner calm over external chaos. Maya and Lila's stories show that pain can be a teacher. Maya, now single, started journaling and rediscovered her creative spark, designing a series inspired by her journey. Lila, in therapy, began untangling her need for validation, finding solace in small acts of self-care. Both found clarity by facing their truths. Ask yourself, are you avoiding labels out of fear or freedom? The Buddha reminds us the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Take one step today. Write, speak, or meditate to move toward peace. If this story touched something within you, share it with someone who may need it too. Subscribe for more narratives where ancient wisdom meets the struggles of modern life. And remember, sometimes the greatest clarity comes after we lose everything we thought mattered.